until Guy, you're right next to James, that I realised how big your head is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a...
And I've got quite a big head as well.
I got the biggest head.
Is that where the confidence to say whatever you want online comes from?
I have a big head metaphorically, but I also have a big head literally. Like, I've got a massive head. You know how they make those caps that say one size fits all?
Yeah.
It doesn't say that anymore. I wrote them a letter.
They meet you and
they can't say that.
One size fits all except for Guy Williams.
Also, James is sitting on like 4 cushions.
Yeah. I feel like a child meeting the mall Santa for the first time. Like, it's wild.
Okay, so thanks for coming along, Guy. So obviously you have the confidence to express your opinions online.
Yeah.
We don't.
Why do you think that is?
I think just with being a white guy, and you guys have made me question my very being, my very whiteness, because I don't really know why, but for some reason I just have unbelievable pulls of irrational self-confidence.
Yeah, right.
And it comes to every aspect of my life. It's not just this, it's not just social media, it's not just the internet, it's like, literally when I came here, there was no parks, so I just parked on someone's like lawn. I'm just parking on someone's lawn
This
up
will be
there.
fine.
It's fine, there's like a house being renovated, I'm like, they won't tow me. As long as I don't get towed, I just park there, I don't give a shit. And I don't know why I'm like this.
So I think this is kind of changing. I don't think this is as much a white, exclusively white, because I think non-white people are getting more and more confident.
Yeah.
Like James is supremely confident.
Yeah. No, that's my brand, is fighting with white people on Twitter.
It's a cool brand. What a great brand.
Also, why did you do Kung Fu?
I don't know.
You don't
I
have to
am
lean
in
into
my
the
heart.
I definitely do not have the opinion. I definitely do not have the confidence to express my opinions online.
Yeah, me and Jermaine, I think, are similar. I get very nervous.
Here's my thing: is I still get nervous, so I'll do the thing, and I'm like, fuck, this is gonna get hate from certain people. So I still have the fear, but I'm just like, I just do it anyway, because I think it's important to say the thing that needs to be said. I'm Nike. I'm pretty much Colin Kaepernick.
New Zealand's
Colin Kaepernick.
You're New Zealand's Colin Kaepernick.
Are we cool with Nike, by the way? On one hand, they're like, yay, equality and everything like that.
Yeah.
On the other hand, they're like, they can't pay their workers like even a minimum wage.
Yeah, right.
So it's a real like.
And on the third hand, how dope are Air Maxes?
Also, all their sweatshop child workers get to meet Colin Kaepernick.
That's the prize.
Which is not good. That's not good. I don't know why they call them sweatshops, because kids don't sweat. They don't. Kids don't sweat.
I was a sweaty ass kid.
No, as a
Wait,
kid,
is
you don't
this a
sweat.
scientific thing, or are you just?
I'm pretty sure you don't start sweating until you hit puberty.
No, you sweat.
I like how Jermaine came to me and goes, "Is this a scientific thing?" It's me. Do you think it's scientific? No.
Well, that's the thing, is you're saying it with such supreme confidence.
Based on my
the confidence.
So I
much
assume
confidence.
that you have something behind it.
Like, teach us. How do you do that?
Based on
man,
my
teach us.
experience growing up,
Yes.
I don't think I sweated it until I was like 11 or 12. That's why you don't need deodorant until you're 11 or 12.
I thought that's just why you didn't.
No.
didn't
You
smell.
sweat. You just don't have odor.
Yeah.
There's no bacteria until you hit puberty. But you sweat.
Look,
For
this
sure.
is way off topic.
Yeah, this is way off topic. But it actually lends itself towards what we're talking about, because Guy came in.
Hot with that fact, and we were like, actual?
Yeah.
Like,
For a
everyone
second,
considered
we
it.
were like, oh, for real, bro. Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, I think. Well, should we? So okay. So on a lot of our videos so far of us reviewing white people things, there have been a lot of disgruntled white people expressing their opinions with supreme confidence.
Yeah.
And I'm always like, when I read them, I'm just like, how are you so confident that you're just going to throw this out into the world?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I don't necessarily disagree. I'm just like, yo, you're just going ham. Like, you don't even care.
Do you want to read some examples, James?
Here's an example. These aren't things,
On the review of something.
This is on the one of our videos. These aren't things all white people like. Just a specific subset. Brackets: female, bourgeois, age 18 to 49. It's like reviewing things brown people like, but only covering pajamas at the supermarket and playing loud hip hop at the bus stop.
Excuse me. Pajamas at the
comment.
supermarket? Boo. Loud music at the bus stop, that is the
Can I also just say, pajamas at the supermarket, that's a white person thing. I only see white people in like West Auckland doing that.
I just
But how does it, like, is he actually a white dude?
Yeah, he's a white dude.
How does he have the that's what I'm like. I'm like, I would never say
Walk us through the process of what happened.
What's really funny about that is that whenever brown people call out racism or anything real serious, white people are like, oh, always complaining, oh, PC gone mad. Yeah. You guys make one segment about bath bombs, and they're like, we're getting marginalised. Oh, this is an attack. The people who complain about political correctness gone mad and like things, people getting too annoyed about things, are the people who get the most annoyed and most offended at all times about anything.
Yeah.
But it's really interesting because like about 5-10 years ago, Facebook and websites asked, share your opinion, what do you think? And only idiots replied. And now idiots rule the world as a result.
The internet, right?
Yeah.
No, they rule the world, bro.
They rule the world. They literally took over the Trump presidency, they took over the world. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jacinda Ardern, what an idiot.
No.
I definitely do not. I don't know why I said that statement.
Keep that in.
But it's weird because we're coming down to this point now in like the world. I'm getting too serious now, but
it's good.
No, it's good.
We're at a point now where it's just everything's a popularity contest. It's like how many likes can my tweet get? How many upvotes can my Reddit get? How many Facebook likes can I get?
What, do you really reckon that Heather Duplessis-Allen is just going for the likes? Do you reckon she doesn't believe the stuff that she says?
You took me a little bit off tangent then. I'm not sure about Heather Duplessis-Allen. I don't know. But what I think is that we're getting to a point now where majority rules. And in New Zealand, it was 75% white, so obviously that rules. Yeah. So if you just say a stupid opinion that they call them the silent majority or like common sense is going to believe, then it goes. If you want to say Sonny Bill Williams whines too much, it's gonna resonate.
Oh man, don't use our platform to escalate your beef with
Yeah,
Sonny
man.
It was just it was an example because Sonny Bill Williams fires people up for no good reason. Really.
So Guy, you get quite a lot of flack on social media, right? Do you?
Not too bad.
But I think you used to on Twitter is like
you get into it. It's kind of with my association with the Green Party and stuff like that means that I get a lot of like trolls.
Doesn't that make you go, oh, I won't express myself online?
No, fuck those people. I'll shred them. Mate, some anonymous like account with like 12 followers and a picture of their dog can't take me on. I'm fucking tough.
Oh man, that's the widest response I've ever heard in my entire life. I'll shoot them?
No, I said I'll shred them. I'm not going to shoot them.
Oh, I thought you said I'll shoot them.
Shoot them? Who do you think I am? I don't know. Mate, you're stereotyping me unfairly. I'm not going to go Columbine on this.
I reckon in between your response online and the people that get mad at us, there's going to be some angry fucking PC gone mad people in the comment section.
But don't be scared of those people. You can't let those...
See, that's exactly, but how...
I am scared of those people.
I am scared
There's
of
like
them.
30 people on Twitter. They don't even use their real name or their real face.
Yeah.
You can block them if they're really annoying you.
What about on Facebook? When it's like on where this usually pops off. It's on Facebook and they're like real people, and you're like, man, these guys.
Here's the reason why I think it scares me.
Okay.
This is going to get very serious.
Great.
Do it.
As a Māori person...
Should I load up a fart sound effect? and I'll play it with...
As a Māori person... growing up, there was this perception to me that was that I felt in the media that I was annoying, that Māori were annoying. We always complained.
Yeah.
And so now I'm worried that I'm complaining and that people will be like, oh, shut up, you dumb.
Was there anything in your childhood that fueled that even more? Like, was it a specific event?
Not a specific event, but every Waitangi Day. Every Waitangi Day when they're like, oh, all the Maoris do is protest. And I'm like, nah, bro, most of us are just watching Catch a Fire in the park. And we're just having a barbecue.
We're just at the pool doing bombs, dude.
Yeah, bro.
How did that make you feel? Like, did it make you feel alienated in some type of way? Or what?
Yeah. But it was a general build-up over my life. And like, I'm trying to have the confidence to be, like, there's things I'll do. Like, I will use Māori words way more than I used to. I used to not say Māori words because I was like worried that people will be like, well, here we go, and roll their eyes.
Good timing.
But now I'm trying to be like, no, it's fine. It's fine. You can do it. But I still don't comment and say things that people might perceive as inflammatory.
And can you not figure out why that is?
Well, I think that's why. I think it's because
I love how confused you are.
I'm not confused at all. I'm
confused.
confused as to why him. I was like, what you're saying is systematic racism.
Yeah, right.
All right, that was too real. Back to white people like New Balances.
No. Well, okay, so I didn't know that that's what it's called.
Yeah.
Right.
I think it is. I don't know. I'm not a
Isn't
scholar.
that
I'm just white-splaining.
Institutionalized racism? Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Institutionalized, yeah.
I don't know what it is. But like, here's the thing. I'm worried that I'm like, maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just me going.
Well, I haven't always had this supreme confidence to just like.
Would you
call
call
out
your confidence
racism.
supreme confidence?
No, because that sounds like a white supremacist thing. But this confidence.
Yeah, white supremacists have ruled the world supreme. That's why the brand Supreme does not exist anymore.
Man, this tabletop is supreme.
But
I haven't always had the confidence to be
Right.
like, man, this sucks for Asian people. There's no representation. I've kind of been like the quiet kid in high school. I was like scared to rock the boat.
Yeah.
And that comes from me being an immigrant to New Zealand and not wanting to look like I'm ungrateful for being allowed to be here as a
Yeah.
kid. And so as an adult, I'm like, no, I have every right to be here in the same way that everyone else here does.
Yeah.
Like, you know, my parents came here, like we pay taxes, we do all that stuff.
Probably got more
It came
right.
from that.
Are you going to play a fart sound for yourself?
It's amazing. I was just in Levin doing a segment for John and Ben. Check it out. And they're talking about introducing the Māori name or changing the name maybe to a Māori name. It's not a big debate. I'm not trying to start a debate there. But I asked a Pacific Island dude. I was like, it's called Levin. He's like, it's called Levin. And I'm like, do you not want to change it to Taitoko? And he said, Taitoko just sounds sounds dodgy. That's what he said. I was like, does Taitoko sound dodgy? Or do you just think of Māori names as being dodgy? And then you look at the 4 New Zealand towns that actually have Māori names, because not many, is Whangarei, dodgy. Tauranga, dodgy. Oh, maybe not Tauranga. It's quite white, though.
Yeah.
Wanganui, dodgy as, Wanganui. All people talk about is gangs for Wanganui. And, like, there's maybe one other place. Rotorua, dodgy.
There's heaps of places with Māori names, though.
Oh, no, but, like, major
main
towns.
ones.
Of the 15 towns in New Zealand, there's 4. It's crazy. Isn't that crazy?
That is nuts.
But it's also crazy that he just immediately thought, and maybe I'm looking too far into this, but I just thought it was sad that he thought Levin sounds dodgy. He thought Levin was all G, but he thought Taitoko was dodgy. I just thought it was interesting.
Taitoko doesn't sound dodgy. It sounds like a Māori name.
Sounds great. Sounds better than Levin.
Yeah.
So I feel like you want me to use my supreme whiteness. Should not have you supreme now. I'm saying supreme.
Those are 2 words that should not be
To help inspire you to say your dumb opinions on the internet, the place where great ideas go to flourish.
I don't know.
You'll be right, mate.
You can do it. What's an opinion that you're scared that
Yeah.
if you put out there that you're gonna get like
you've
a bit
had
of flame
recently.
for?
Well, this was one that I actually... Well, quite often when I come up with an opinion, I argue with myself immediately. And I go, oh, no, I'll get argued down. But one that I thought was during Te Wiki o Te Reo Māori, whether instead of having the... like shows where they're only hosted by non-Māori people, instead of having them speaking Māori, how about you just hire a Māori person for the week to,
Okay.
Or maybe like, because they always do the weather people who are like the whitest people, right?
Yeah.
And they just like try and tell the place.
Yeah.
I'm like, how about you just get a Māori person to nail it for the week?
Yeah.
Hire a Māori. It's a new service. It's like hire a hubby.
Bro, just get Scotty Morrison in there. Bloody kill it.
Okay, let's get your phone.
Okay, let's get your phone. Have you got
Grab
your
our
phone?
Twitter.
Where's your phone?
It's over there.
Over there? I'll
It's
come
over
grab.
there.
All right, sweet.
And Guy's gonna coach you through just posting it with no thought of the
Lift
repercussions.
up all my clothes, James.
Okay.
Lift up all the clothes into the air. Is it not there?
No.
Where's
Oh,
my
Tom, no.
phone?
It's over here.
I like how for the segment on posting stuff on the internet, you didn't bring the one tool that you needed.
Well, I didn't know what it was going to be.
All right.
Let me let you in on a secret, Guy. We never know what any of this is gonna be.
And it shows in the results.
Well, what's a show? What's a show? So I mean, well, there's shows like The Project, right? I'm like, well, Kano was a regular host. Like, you can't call that out.
But what about just saying, how about you make all the hosts Māori for a week?
No, I don't think that.
But you will now.
Nah, he's gonna put something he actually.
Okay, no.
Do that thing. Because if you.
Why are you afraid? You're afraid because there's gonna be a few trolls with a picture of their dog as their account, who's gonna go like,
It's always a dog or a car.
That's legitimately what I'm afraid of.
they'll be like, the typical Māori guy, always complaining. Now let's get back to the real issues. Frickin' dangerous, bro, being racist against bath bombs.
Racist against bath bombs.
It's true though. That's what you guys are.
Bath bomb lives matter, man.
Bath bomb lives matter.
This segment is it's racist as fuck, eh? Boy, you're not going on Facebook. That's because Facebook's playing to your own people. You got to go on Twitter.
Yeah, I am going.
Twitter, the Wild West, mate. You go.
Twitter is
Okay.
Here's the problem. It's a Saturday, so it's not peak Twitter hours. You know, you got to, you want to get in there and peak Twitter hours. It's okay.
Who's the head
I
of
think
NZ on air?
even just getting past this hurdle is a big deal for
Just
Jermaine, so he needs to.
at the head of NZ on air.
No, it's not up to NZ on there.
Whoever
it's
it
like
is.
TVNZ. It's like whoever.
Just figure out who is the head honcho.
Well, who's the weather presenter?
Look, guys, I think we're going too far. We don't have to go head for like target personal people to like attack. Just put a broad statement out into the
I don't know how
ether.
to do this. I don't know how to do this.
Well, don't go like, hey, Mr. Stephen Williams, you're a racist, bro, and I'm coming to bring you down.
All right.
I know where you live.
All right. Well, that's why you're here.
Yeah.
To coach us through this.
Yeah.
Okay, how
Start
about
broad then.
you know what would be better?
Yeah.
You know
Spell no right.
what would be better than
Put your location services on so people know to come around to your house. When this fire tweet gets brought down.
non-Māori weather presenters?
I like you said non-Māori, just say white. Use that powerful language.
Yeah, well,
Fire
that's-
them
Nah,
up.
you gotta take words from the coach. That's the coach.
He's your coach.
But I don't want to. Like, it's not that.
He's your coach.
Okay, let's map it out because I don't want
sit
to
on the bench.
I don't want to
Yeah.
unfairly
This is
attack
the-
white people. You know, they're a victim of a lot. They're having a hard time at the moment with all the bath bomb attacks.
Bomb attacks is weird.
Don't say
it does say
bomb
bomb
attack.
attacks.
Well, what else are you guys attacking?
Lululemon.
Oh, don't go for Lululemon, man. I once bought Lululemon pants as a man, and I got so ripped. They're for men too, guys. They're for men
Yeah,
too.
they are for men too.
All right, okay. No.
Oh,
so
now it's a men thing. Oh, why can't men?
okay. Who watches TV news anymore? Like, why are we even having this battle? B, who is the presenter on TV1 News? It's an old British guy. He's white.
No,
old
but he
British
did
guy,
that
yeah.
dope thing where he's spoken today or this week.
But this is what Jermaine's saying.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Get a Māori dude.
And the guy, and who's on TV3? Is it a white person or a brown person?
I don't know.
Ingrid Hipkiss?
The weather?
Yeah.
It's a white lady.
White lady, okay. And so they're all white, so it's fine to say white. But what are you worried about? What are you worried about? You're going to stir some shit. I'm not trying to start a race war.
I don't know. Is it mean? Because they're doing their best. What's
Yeah.
this?
But you're not saying fire them. You're just saying for the week. For Te Wiki o Te Reo Māori, have a Māori
Well,
presenter.
I've also said mispronouncing Te Reo Māori, which seems inflammatory.
It does seem, it seems a
Well,
little inflammatory.
again, listen to your coach.
No.
This is the Phil Jackson of supreme white confidence.
This is the Zen master of saying what the fuck you want
Greg
without caring.
Popovich turned up.
I wrote a column. I can't even write. I'm like borderline dyslexic.
Yeah.
I have terrible opinions, and yet I still write a column for some reason. Someone goes, "You want a column?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll do that." Hey,
Do it.
Do you want to plug your column?
yeah, check it out. Sunday Star Times, hell of a read. No, actually, don't review it. It's terrible. No, it's all right. Are they pronouncing Te Reo Māori words?
Are they mispronouncing? I don't know. I just assume they are, right?
See, that's where you get into trouble. I feel like they do.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But you say stuff. I've seen you say stuff online that I'm like, well, that's not quite accurate.
And then someone will talk to you, and then afterwards you'll not double down, but you'll explain that.
Nah, I'm not saying that one. I'm
Okay.
not saying that
No.
one.
So, what are you booking? How are you backing out of the most mild tweet the world has ever heard?
That like 3 people will see on a Saturday afternoon.
That was lined up for 2 retweets and 5 faves, and you somehow butchered it.
Sure, that's a good weekend for me though.
Yeah. Okay. No,
I'm sweating. Like, it's stressful.
but this is a question.
You're actually sweating.
Guy, what is the worst?
Damn.
Do you have a case like where someone you felt like you've crossed the line, or like you felt like even you were like, fuck, I shouldn't have said that? Like, has that ever happened to you?
Not really. I don't think I've ever.
You've never regretted. You're like, oh fuck, maybe that's bad.
This makes me seem like I'm special. There's definitely times when people have gone, I'm offended by this because of this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that's not what I meant, but I can understand why you're offended, so I'll definitely apologize and delete. Because that's the thing, you can always apologize and delete if the other person's right.
There you go.
There you go.
always
That's probably the
apologize
best point.
I just don't want to be wrong.
Yeah, but in my demented mind, I think I'm right. Do you think you don't think you're right?
No, I don't.
So this is a
right.
fundamental, like, psychological issue.
It needs to be something that you believe in.
Yeah, you gotta believe that.
We need
you're
to
right.
make one of those Nike ads with like Colin Kaepernick, but Jermaine's face. That tweet something, even if you don't believe in it.
But it's who's the problem here? Is it Jermaine? Jermaine, the more I talk about this, the more Jermaine seems like the rational one, and I seem insane. I think I'm the problem.
That's what I think. Like when I see people online just saying this wild ass shit, I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, what is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Do I do that to you though? I write shit and you're like, you're mad.
nah. Oh, every now and then I'm like, yo, like you went ham on that thing,
Yeah.
and I'm like,
Like
alright.
you're like, I wouldn't do that, but
Yeah.
Thanks for reading my tweets though, bro. That's good shout, man. Check out my tweets as well. Check them out.
got a lot of plugs in this.
Hell of a tweet. But yeah, it's occasionally it's
Okay,
it's the same as comedy. What are you feeling in comedy?
Let me look at one of your tweets.
That's a good idea. Yeah,
Guy.
let's go to Guy's
Guy,
page.
and I'll tell
Don't
you.
prep them beforehand. Just do it live. Or the
And I'll
cameras
tell
are on.
you one that I think I'm like, yo, you went ham on this. Okay.
It's gonna take a long time. Can I recall some of my greatest hits?
Yeah.
One that I kind of regret doing when I
Okay.
went too far, but I
Yeah.
thought it was funny.
Okay.
It was the night before the election. You're not allowed to tweet on election day.
Which election?
The New Zealand. New Zealand. The New Zealand general election last year,
It
2017.
could have been Trump, Hillary.
Yeah, okay. It was the night before the New Zealand
It should have
election.
been the
And in the
president of
morning,
the PTA for Otahu Primary School.
after midnight, you're not allowed to tweet, right? So it was my last tweet for the night. It was like 8 o'clock at
Why
night.
are
It's
you
a
not
law.
allowed to tweet?
It's a law.
Because you're not allowed to like influence people on the day of voting.
Yeah.
So there's been trouble where Israel Dag tweeted something like vote Labour on the day of the election, and it became a bit of a fuss. So I don't want to do that. I don't want to get in trouble.
Yeah.
I've got ties to the Green Party. I don't want to
Yeah.
get anyone in trouble, right?
Yeah.
So I thought of what was a funny joke, but I should have known in the climate it was going to fire people up.
Yeah.
And I wrote that. I wrote, on the eve of this election campaign, as we look back on a long journey, can I just say one last comment before I go dark on Twitter? Fuck National. Oh, I thought that was funny.
It's fine.
And it went ballistic. It blew up because everyone was like, yeah, fuck National. Everyone was just like, it was impulsive.
On that Twitter, not the other side.
and,
Not the how dare you talk, not that one.
and I regret saying that because it was like, people just read it as just fuck National. I thought it was like a fun, like, build it like I'm going to say something smart
Yeah.
and then say something real dumb.
I mean, I see the joke logic.
People, it just didn't. We'll talk about how the dynamics of the joke later.
Sure, we can workshop it.
But the joke, it blew up. It was like one of my most retweeted things. It got like,
Wow.
1,500 hearts, but I deleted it just because I felt like
Wow.
people are going to read it the wrong way. And I still feel like I get attacks from national people. And I think it's just based on mainly that
Wow.
tweet. I think it really got to people.
That's quite surprising. That genuinely surprised me that you deleted a tweet that did well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But
'Cause
it's-
that's another
No,
step.
because I didn't want that to be like representative of me because I regret that opinion.
Right. Okay.
A less controversial one is I once tweeted that, and this is full on. I think that Copper Kettle,
Conspiracy theory on kettle
honey
chips?
soy chicken chips have the same flavouring on them as burger rings. That divided New Zealand. That tore people up, and I was getting shredded for that one as well. And I that was an opinion that I maybe regretted expressing.
Shredded how? Like, what were people saying?
People were like, "You're off your face, mate. You're dreaming. You're a fuckwit. Fuck off back to Nelson, you fuckhead."
So, was there a
On
fake?
that opinion.
but they were joking, but it was
So you say you regret saying that? So there was like a part in you that you're like, fuck, maybe I shouldn't have said it.
No, I don't regret saying it, but I didn't realize I was going to get roasted for that. You know, I
Right.
didn't realize I was going to get grilled. I thought that was going to get retweeted heaps, and then it was like, "Oh my god, guy's a genius."
Yeah, right.
Turns out I'm an idiot.
Yeah. Well, look.
I like how Jermaine went through my tweets for like half an hour and couldn't find one. I'm clean, baby.
Change the
Because
way.
you- It's because you tweet so often. That was like 2 days. The last 2 days you haven't said anything controversial.
I love Twitter. I love Twitter.
As one of us, so the whole point of this is to learn how to have the confidence to say whatever you want online. I think one of us needs to say something that we are nervous to say, but we believe in. I think that has to happen.
I do that on the daily anyway, so
You
I
do
feel like
that.
it needs to be one of you guys or Jermaine. Right?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of something that I legitimately believe in that, because the thing with Te Reo Māori, like the weather presenters, I was like, oh nah, that.
You talked yourself out of it.
Yeah, well, I don't fully like. I think I'm not right. I think
Okay.
I think I'm not correct in that.
Okay.
How about?
I think this exercise already is like defeating the purpose of just impulsively
true.
doing
No,
it. Because
that's-
now you're
that's
thinking
true.
about it too much. If
a good
that
point.
was Guy, he would just be like, "Fuck this noise, I'm tweeting."
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I thought that was a good opinion though. I was like, I would try and craft it into more of a joke.
Right.
It's like try and make it a joke, and that's sometimes where it goes wrong as well because people don't get the joke and just come at you. But like, I think that's a funny joke, and so to make it a joke, you might want to go like use the word like butchering. Like instead of watching all these like white as shit weather presenters butchering the Māori language in front of my very eyes, how about we get a brown person up there for once? Ka-ching!
But brown is a bit broad because it could be any kind of brown. You can't get like a
Māori
Vietnamese
person.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Māori person. Yeah.
That would be great though. How good would the
Vietnamese
weather be if
person
that a
nailing
Vietnamese
Te Reo?
person giving Māori a crack for the first time?
Pax would be alright at that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty good at pronouncing Māori words.
Yeah, okay, go. Fuck the weather presenters. Get my boy Pax up there. He does Māori like nobody's business.
Well, that doesn't seem constructive in any way.
Alright, I'm just trying to help you guys out. That's all I can say. But I think this is inherently...
This is really interesting because I don't think I've seen Jermaine genuinely this nervous. Like there's actually sweat on his
Can we
forehead.
get a close up on that sweat?
No, I don't get it.
How often do you think you have things that you want to share but you don't share?
Once a day?
All the time.
All the time, okay.
It's mainly in response like other people's opinions. You know, you read the comment section of a thing, and I'm
yeah.
like, y'all are wrong.
Yeah.
And
But this is the problem, because you're going to be outnumbered every time, because 70% white people, 13% Māori or whatever they're going to have this big, not all white people, but like,
welcome to the club,
the general
guys.
opinion, especially in a comment section, which is normally not.
Because
like
that is actually a good point, because
I don't know.
like I say that a lot of white dudes get angry in our comment section. Not all of it. Like some people just like these videos, and I think.
But it was interesting. We made the point just before.
Only a handful of people.
We made the point just before where we, like on the Spinoff page where we're doing the TV show, we're doing it for Spinoff TV. A lot of people were like, "This is funny," but then a lot of people were also like, "Screw you guys, fucking stereotyping white people like that. We don't all have bath bombs." But then
I don't wear lemon.
But then on the freaking Dangerous Bro page, it was literally just people being like, "Crack up, jokes,
everyone,
guys."
not just like white.
Everyone.
Brown, 'cause
Bro,
they
white
get-
people, brown people, it was just people being like, "That was funny." And that's it.
Can I reply to that bath bombs comment and just say, I'll just weigh in and say, that is a lie. As a white person who speaks for all white people, we all have bath bombs and we love them. They're great.
And you know you're lying, Gavin. Fuck you.
You know what? Yeah, let's hire you, Guy,
Yeah.
to just like reply to all the people.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately, in our society, your voice carries more weight than us.
Yeah, because I'm white and that's the way it should be. And that's the way it will always be.
White supremacist.
White supremacy. No, but it's the craziest thing and the most annoying thing, I think, is when brown people complain about getting attacked on Twitter or Facebook or whatever.
End of comment. End of sentence.
No. And then white people go, "Oh, I've got that too. Everyone gets attacked on Twitter." Because it took me a long time to learn this, but it's not the same. So I encouraged my partner, Golriz, who is a politician and quite outspoken. I encouraged her to get on Twitter. And she was having a tough time her first couple of weeks and getting attacked and stuff like that. And I was like, hey, we all get attacked. Welcome to Twitter. Just tell them to get fucked and move on. But then when I actually looked at it, and it took me a long time to actually look at
The
it.
things are different, right? That's it about.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. I'm like, you get fucked, guy. You're a shit comedian. You fuck off. You're a loser, mate. Fine. It's easy to handle. She's like, fuck off, you Persian fuck back to Iran or whatever. Like, they're like, it's full on racism. It's like, there's different levels. Like, what I get and what she gets is like not even in the same ballpark. And that's
Same with men and women as well.
yeah,
I think it's very different.
yeah. And so you're going to get, whereas I'm going to get, you're a shit comedian guy, you might get, Māori are always having a wine, typical Māori. Why can't you just be like Billy T and just have fun?
Well, that opinion came out of you quite easily.
It's almost, I'm like,
Whenever I watch Jermaine, I'm like,
the tip of his tongue.
Guys, like, you know, some people out there are gonna be like, Māori always complain, you fucking native piece of shit. Guy.
and just so the comment section
go eat
knows,
some pork bones, mate. Why don't you just have some boil up some fried bread and get over it?
Like, we get it, guys.
And just so the comment section knows, this is a general, like, this is not all white people. Some of you, we're fine. I'm trying my best, but I make mistakes sometimes.
Absolutely. And I think, I don't know, like, if there are people out there who are angry at, like, the Lululemon or, like, the bath bombs and shit, like...
Just chill out, mate.
We get the nuances of, like, of the stuff.
Yeah.
This is all, it's a comedy. It's
Also, like 100 years of joking about Māori being criminals who are poor, who are ripping off the benefit, versus a couple of jokes about some yoga pants and some bathroom.
Again, you busted out there. Criminal on the benefit.
Now that is the joke.
Quickly.
That is the joke.
No, but that is the joke.
That is the joke,
right?
That is the thing.
That's the
what I grew up
stereotype.
with at school. It was like literally like, what is the flashiest car a Māori guy's been in? A police car.
Well,
That was like the common joke. That was
Yeah, Nelson's.
But everywhere that happens, it happens. People tell me those jokes in Auckland.
None
it's
of this
weird.
makes me feel better.
But I think things are slowly improving. We're slowly realizing that, like, you know, every week I watch this segment. It's about something light and fun.
Yeah.
It's about like sneakers we like or bath bombs. You bring me in and it's like race hate online. I'm out of my depth. I was like,
No, but I think I don't know, it's important to have that voice, your voice.
Yeah,
in
man,
this
your voice
this
is not
conversation.
heard enough, man.
my voice needs to be heard more. I got a column, a Twitter page, a Facebook. I need to get it more out there.
not
Well, I think, but I
Used
think
to have a
like,
radio show.
allies in this conversation is important, is what I'm trying to say. Do you know what I mean?
I'm a bad ally though. Eh?
Here's one that I think.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, how about?
Can we trade you for a different ally?
Who do you want?
Who would you trade in the other team?
Hosking, someone with a real big platform.
Fuck, man, if we could trade Hosking and he became an ally, that would actually
That'd be
kinda
awesome,
dope.
yeah.
That'd be kind
That's
of
the thing
dope.
about Hosking. It's like if he could just go from being the biggest villain douche in New Zealand to being the biggest legend in like 2 weeks.
He needs to be the Jamie Lannister of.
Yeah.
Because his turn would be so drastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would be the biggest
Just
legend.
don't attack poor
here's the
people
thing,
and be
is
okay with Waitangi.
But then he'll lose his crowd that believe that stuff, and so his audience will shrink when he.
But then
Yeah, that's a good point.
everyone on the left will flock to him.
True.
Because it'll be such a drastic thing. Or we won't trust
That's
him.
like the week that Mike Richardson said that today should be compulsory, and everyone's like,
What?
Bro,
"That's wild. Get on it."
I am so like I love Mark Richardson now. He can say any offensive thing.
Other than that's fine.
Doing investigations just in his baby. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care. He can say all his sexist bullshit, bro. Go ahead. As long as you're in support
Nah, fuck
of
Mark.
Te Reo Māori.
Fuck Mark Richardson. He trashed kebabs on live TV. Shit on my culture like that.
It's a personal attack.
That's a
on you.
personal attack. Okay.
This is big.
All right, what are you saying? No, say it out loud. I'll type it out first, and then.
Okay, here we go. I love hearing non-Māori people speaking Te Reo on TV. But how about getting more Māori speaking Te Reo on TV?
This is the mildest take
Yeah, that's
you've
like
ever
you
heard.
apologized before you even said the controversial take. But it's alright, do you?
Can you make it like a joke that has like a laugh in it?
Well, I think
What would Billy T do? You're always disappointing Billy T.
Just go like.
hashtag fart noise.
Hashtag fart noise.
No, it's all right, mate. Fire it out there.
Wang it out.
It's a bit milder than I would have liked. Yeah.
But it's something I don't know. Like I'm like, oh yeah, I can stand behind it.
Right, okay.
I felt difficult to stand behind my other version of this tweet.
But this one you believe in.
Yeah.
How about you make it more of a joke? Be like, I love hearing white people give Māori a crack on TV, but how about we get some brown people in there to show us how it's done or something? No, all right. No laughs for that. All right.
Well, it's the same thing as what I
You
said.
literally you just picked up a thesaurus.
No, all you did was do exactly what he tweeted, but as if you were from Invercargill. That's what.
Okay, so I'm gonna tweet. I love hearing non-Māori people speaking Te Reo on TV.
Okay.
But how about getting more Māori people speaking Te Reo on TV?
And then put your fuckwits at the end of it,
that's
to make
nice,
it
that's
it
nice.
abrasive.
Yeah, you're cockbagged or something like
Do a hashtag. Get some more hashtag
Well, what about hashtag
to wiki.
Hashtag I'm right.
Te Wiki or Te Reo Māori?
Yeah,
Yeah.
200 tweets today. That's good.
Okay. So that will get some traction because it's a popular hashtag.
Yeah.
All right, should I go for it?
Tweet it out, baby.
Good luck, man.
All right,
Proud of
I
you,
gotta
bro.
answer this fucking shit opinion on Twitter. They're doing their best.
I feel weird about it.
Do you actually feel weird about it?
Yeah, yeah.
Are you worried that someone's going to troll you? Like, what's the worst that could happen? You're right.
People will go, what about Mike McRoberts and Carnor Lloyd? And I'm like, I see more, bro.
I think here's the thing:
more.
is it's important for your voice to cut through though, because that is a good point that you believe in. And if you don't say that out there, no one's gonna.
You don't find any enjoyment in rocking the boat?
No.
Do you, Guy? Do you like shaking things up?
Yeah, if it's funny and I think I'm right, yeah, it's fun as. And I think you're right. I don't think it's funny.
Yeah.
You can get a laugh in there, but you do all right. Time for me to go on now and go, fuck frickin' Dangerous, bro. They're racist as shit. Always attacking white people, trying to bring them down. Have you had a reply or anything? Should I retweet it so I can...
Like
Oh yeah, let Guy retweet it.
I'll retweet it to a broad white audience.
Yes.
How many followers do you have?
100K?
Yeah, quite a few.
Should I retweet it as well?
Let's all retweet.
I got 1,100 followers.
You know, this will... It's going to be good, man. It's going to be good.
Okay.
It's going to be fine. I can give it a heart. How do you like that? I put my heart into this. It's still got 1 retweet, 1 like, and that's from me.
So
How do you feel?
I feel nervous
Okay.
that, people are going to get annoyed.
But who cares? If they're wrong for being annoyed, then who cares?
Yeah, we
But
gotta
are
believe.
they wrong?
No, but you have to believe that. You have
so
to stand
interesting.
for it, Colin. You have to stand for it, Colin Kaepernick.
I think you're
You have to
right.
stand for a Colin Kaepernick.
You're not asking for a lot.
Yeah.
You're like, excuse me,
Yeah.
mister.
And you've literally like apologized before.
Here's
fair.
the first argument. You've got your own TV channel. Everybody on there speaks Te Reo Māori.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean anything. What about Māori people on mainstream television? Every other...
Mainstream television.
I think that's implied.
It doesn't apply.
Every single other channel is not
Yeah.
is white people.
Guy, you has material about this, wasn't it? What's the every other
Alright,
channel?
can we just end the segment so I can go get stoned or something and relax?
Yeah. Unless mate, you got 3 likes. This is amazing. It's blowing up. It's going viral.
People are just liking it.
Someone called Rob and someone called Gold Bones.
And his bio is more legit than you probably know.
He's legit, bro. So you know it's good. You know
that
it's
checks
good.
out.
Okay.
It's good.
Can we just say thanks, white people, and go home?
Thanks, white people, for everything.
For everything.
We have to give it a rating, right? We need to give the confidence to say whatever you want online a rating. So, from the TV show, let's go from the TV show The Boondocks all the way to Downton Abbey. What do we give it?
I'm gonna go with Mad Men.
Let's shake things up. I'm going to say this is The Cosby Show. It's the whitest brown show that has ever been made, and it has Bill Cosby in it. What a dream.
I give this and 1 mixtape.
A bootleg one, not a legit one as well. Like a dubbed one.
I give this a Jono and Ben.
You're like, what does that mean? Who knows?
Tune in.
Tune in. 10
White, brown, we'll take it. We just want someone to watch it, please.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Thanks,
white people.
white people.